outside of Loveburn, Saskatchewan, 20 minutes west of Brandon, Manitoba.
Porter, Nelson Craig, Ontario.
Farm southeast of Regina, Fillmore.
Douglas, North Dakota.
Kent, Manitoba.
Farm in British Columbia.
And how are the crop conditions in your area?
Perfect. Well, a little wet, but.
Wayne, what's your name and where do you farm?
My name is Wayne Black and I have a cash crop farm in northern Huron County.
What's your corn going to yield?
Phenomenal, I hope. Because we were probably, it's the latest corn that we have ever planted, and we're probably, if we get over 130 bushels, I'll be happy. But the field it's in, it should be getting 150, 55 bushels. So we are going to take a kick this year because we're late planting in the season it's been.
What's your name and where do you farm?
My name's Philip Shaw. I farm near Dresden, Ontario.
Okay, Philip, what's your corn yield going to be like in your farm this year?
I think in southwestern Ontario we're looking at about 170 bushels an acre. We lost 30 bushels an acre in April and May.
Okay, what's your name and where do you farm?
Peter Gredick, St. Thomas, Ontario.
Pete, how's your corn going to yield this year?
I wish I knew, Sean. Good corn on the good ground, went in early. I think it looks pretty good. The calculator numbers maybe, would say maybe I can expect 165, 175. But there's some pretty tough low areas that, it was tough in the spring, too wet, too cold. So I guess we're hoping that the good areas will provide the yield and subsidize the bad areas, and 150 bushel average maybe, hopefully.
What's your name and where do you farm?
Steve Smith, Fordridge, Ontario.
Okay, Steve. What do you think your corn yields are going to be this year?
I think they're going to be about average as the other years. Cobs aren't as long, but they filled out to the end.
Okay, what's your name and where do you farm?
Tom Akenroy, farm at Elsa Craig.
What do you think corn yields are going to be this year?
Well, we're going to be average. We started out pretty wet, and actually it was pretty, a little bit discouraging on the start, but we had timely rains and the extreme heat we had this summer, like everything. We're going to have probably average to above average yields this year.
What's your name and where do you farm?
My name is Hugh Pranger. We're farming Elsa Craig.
What do you think the corn yield's going to be this year?
Around 150.
Okay, what's your name and where do you farm?
Eldon Campbell, Stratford, Ontario.
Okay, what do you think the corn yield's going to be in your area this year?
It's going to be low.
Low, like how? Like in the 120s?
170.
170, okay. What's your name and where do you farm?
Jeff Steiner. We farm right around the Markham-Stouffville area.
Okay. What do you think the corn yield's going to be this year in your area?
I think in our area this year we are going to see 100 bushel swings. I think there's going to be some parts of the fields that are going to go 170 bushels, maybe even beyond. And I know there's going to be fields that are going to go under 100 bushels. So we're going to see it all over the map.
What's your guys' names and where do you farm?
Ray Wooters and Brendan Wooters. And we farm in Kamlaki, Ontario, just east of Sarnia.
Okay. What do you think the corn yields are going to be in your area?
Early stuff might be 180s, 190s. And when I say early, I mean like, I don't know, the 10th of May. Okay. And then all the later stuff, I don't know, we're hoping for maybe 150 and over.
Would that be average for the area?
Yeah, I would say so.
What's your names and where do you farm?
Teresa and Mike Van Dam in Chatham, Ontario.
Dover Center.
Okay. What are the corn yields going to be like in your area?
A good average.
So what would that be?
150 to 180 bushel.
Okay, what's your name and where do you farm?
My name is Ian Foster and I farm in the Elmer area.
Okay, so what do you think the corn yields are going to be in your area this year?
Well, in our area we got a lot of the corn was planted the first week of June, and I think we're looking at almost a normal yield for our area, and I'm thinking 180 bushel on that corn.
180?
If we don't get a frost.